JJ the CPA here. Hope you're doing well. The employee retention tax credit, I get it. It is overwhelming to say the least. What I want to do is just walk through the steps to maybe then simplify the approach. Maybe you're thinking of what is it that I've got to do here as it relates to the employee retention tax credit. So I'm going to let you know I've got a seminar that I'm putting on. I'm going to put a link to it. This is just one of the slides out of it. And what are the steps to take? You want to first determine if the employer qualifies as a business that then would get this employee retention tax credit. Now, I'm just going to real quick tell you that with this employee retention tax credit, what we're getting ready to go through on the steps here, this seminar that I've got is a massive deep dive with 10 videos, one of which is a first part seminar. I've got a second part seminar that you'll be able to watch, walking you through it, the flow charts, the Excel spreadsheets, examples on how to go about this. But as we're then determining if it's a business that qualifies, the biggest thing to also look at is, well, what year are we talking about? Because there's vastly different rules from 2020 to 2021. Also, you want to determine the size of the employer based on the average number of employees in 2019. So whether you're getting this credit in 2020 or in 2021, you need to determine your average number of employees, and you heard it right, based on 2019. I will walk you through how to figure out that average in the seminar, the one that you have immediate access to when you sign up. We'll walk you through that. Then you want to determine if the employer has had a full or partial suspension of operations. And I'll tell you that right now, that there are a ton of people out there that think, well, because I was an essential business, I don't qualify. Or they think they have to be closed and have their gross receipts down. And it's not the case. It is an either or. But when you're determining when you had a full or partial suspension of operations, it is then something, of course, though, by the government. You have to determine what dates it applies to, because those are the dates that the wages qualify for the credit. Now, you have to determine if you're having a decline in your gross receipts. Now, check this out. For 2020, you got to be down 50% in the quarter in 2020 compared to the correlating quarter in 2019. Now, in 2021, you only have to be down 20% compared to the correlating quarter in 2019. With that being said, you need to determine, well, what quarters does it apply to? Then you've got to determine what are the qualified wages. See, the qualified wages in 2020 or in 2021 is up to $10,000 per employee, but it's up to $10,000 per employee in 2020 for the entire year. It's up to $10,000 of wages per employee each quarter in 2021. Qualified wages, if you are 500 or less employees in 2021 or 100 or less employees in 2020, all the wages qualify for the quarter, all of them, if your gross receipts are down, and all of your wages below those thresholds will count towards that credit in 2021 and 2022. If you're in a situation where you're looking at the number of employees and you're looking at it based on 2019, then you break out the health insurance plan expenses and you apply what it is that you're paying for that benefit, in essence, to each employee, and you get to add that on to your amount of qualified wages to then get the credit. And then you've got to determine if you've gotten PPP loan forgiveness, and if you have, there's an approach you need to go. I'm going to cover that in my upcoming Zoom, a real deep dive that, not seen anything about it. The IRS came out with some recent FAQs and an IRS notice that's given us a glimpse into that, so we're going to break that down. It is actually a ton of information, and if you don't mind, I'm going to just show you here real quick when we're talking about on this seminar here. Look at all this that you're going to get. I mean, this is tons of information, okay? You're going to get 10 videos, all the links, the flow charts. It's a ton of stuff. So I'm going to give you a link to this, and you'll be able to go through all of this. This is what you get access to immediately. Immediately. You get the first seminar immediately, plus all of this stuff. And then I'm going to be having a Zoom seminar in addition to this. So you're getting the first seminar immediately with all these links and all these videos, spreadsheets, everything. And then I'm doing a part 2, an update, if you will, of the ERTC because of the American Rescue Plan Act that's extended this for the rest of the year, and walking through the new things that have come out since the first seminar that I did on this, meaning the first seminar I did, everything applies. There's just been new information out, more information, more clarity. And that's what the second seminar will cover. So I'll have a link in here for you to go and check this out. And hopefully this helped you, though, at least just kind of break down what's the process of going through. What are the steps that you need to go through to then actually calculate your employee retention tax credit? This is huge. Don't miss out on this. Don't think it doesn't apply to you. Really challenge yourself, challenge your advisors, because if you have employees, I don't know how you don't qualify for a little bit of this. And that's what this seminar covers. I'm a certified public accountant, if you didn't know. Been doing this for 28 years. So I'm coming at you from a position of experience with this and applying for it with my clients. All right. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I'd love it if you'd subscribe. And then don't you ever forget, you've never met a CPA quite like me. Have a great one.